What's up, guys? This is Ansu Sesay with Real Game, brought to you by Basketball Psychology, the show that brings basketball and other sports to you in a way that you can easily understand. I'm here with CG and Mike, and today we have our second key to building a confident mindset, and it is efficiency. And from here on out, Chris, you got it.
What's good, everybody? How y'all
What's up?
What's up, man?
Excited to talk about the second key today, efficiency. In my opinion, I think efficiency is one of the more underrated aspects, developing confident mindset. But before you can become efficient, you have to understand, what efficiency is and what goes into being efficient. So I got the definition for efficiency. It's listed as achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense. So kind of just goes into being, quality and getting good quality out of the things that you're doing.
So to kind of reiterate what Sue and CG said, we'll go hop right into it. Our first topic that we're going to get into with us being efficient is quality over quantity. And basically what we're talking about is making sure that you're getting in the proper work without wasting time. Taking things step by step, and whatever goal that you have, make sure that you're putting together a strategic plan so that you're not wasting time.
I think just like you said, time, the biggest thing, time, you've mentioned it before about how time is so valuable because we can't get it back. Just being strategic in how you use your time, making sure you're using your time wisely to improve on whatever it is you need to improve on, or just get better instead of, putting in a whole bunch of time, but it's not real quality time.
Like you said, time is definitely probably the most valuable thing that we have on earth. Like you said, there's one thing that we cannot get back. So putting together those plans and limiting the wasted time is essential to reaching the goals that you have set for yourself.
You want to make sure that you're getting quality work, which means that you're getting the best product out of the time that you're putting in over or against putting more time in and you not getting the outcome that you want, or just wasting time. Because like you both said, time is very valuable. It's something that you cannot get back. And you just want to make sure that you're doing that so you can be the most efficient person or player that you can be.
And so when you putting in this time, be able to put in time, you have to practice, which is a big thing for efficiency. And when you practice it, you have to make sure you're going game speed. And so I think that's something that kind of, it's emphasized by coaches and stuff, but I don't think people necessarily understand the importance of going game speed.
Practicing game speed is very important. I think that people really don't know how important practicing game speed is, because when you do that and you push yourself past exhaustion, or you push past that wall, then when you get in the game, things are a lot easier. You're going to hit that shot. It's a lot easier to do the things that you go out and plan to do because you're practicing going game speed and you're going hard with every rep.
For sure. Those reps that you talked about, when you practice them at game speed, when it's time to perform in the game, your body is used to those movements. So like what you're working on, they come out in the game.
I know personally from that statement, practicing game speed. Whenever I would used to hear that or whatnot, when practicing, a lot of coaches would definitely say practice game speed, and I think a lot of athletes struggle with actually implementing that during practice because you're like, okay, I don't want to waste all this energy. And I think the main thing is a lot of athletes end up focusing on um, how they feel at that moment and not realizing that if you're able to push through and put yourself into those game like situations, it's going to help you in the long run. You're going to be able to benefit from it. So just being able to look past the hurt and the struggle that you're going through right then in that moment when you're in practice, because practice is definitely not as fun as the game, but if you prepare hard in practice, then it makes the game easier. So
Most definitely.
Next thing for efficiency that we want to talk about is being discipline. Is not just in sports, but in life. Discipline is something that can take you very far. Just if you're able to be disciplined and discipline yourself and hold yourself accountable. But in terms of basketball, repetition is a big thing. As far
yeah,
as,
yeah, most definitely. Discipline is definitely one of the key components to becoming efficient. Um, like you said, that repetition kind of goes right in with that. When you're able to consistently do what you need to do, it takes you right back to that brick by brick thing when you're able to consistently build on to what you're doing. And it helps you with becoming efficient. And to kind of relate that back towards basketball, um, a lot of times during high school, I know a lot of guys don't worry too much about being efficient because
not talked about
you're,
for real.
yeah, it's really not talked about that much on the high school level or the middle school level. I mean, it's starting to become talked about a little bit more, but you're not having that much pressure from your coach saying don't take this shot or don't take that shot. And it's really eye opening once you get to the college level because you're like, man, I've been taking these bad shots all my life. But if you're able to practice those certain shots and improve on what you're doing, then you'll definitely become more efficient. So
That word consistency that you use, because I feel like consistency and efficiency go hand in hand.
yeah,
But um to repetition, I think repetition, or in short, like in short words, reps, doing when putting in reps, you have to be very disciplined in what you're doing. Going back to what we just talked about, practicing game speed, you have to be disciplined enough to practice your reps game speed, whether you're going through drills and doing ball handling, doing screen work, or like you just getting shots up. Doing those repetitions, you have to be disciplined to do everything the right way, go hard in it. And even if it's just putting shots up, you got to make sure that you're holding your follow through every time, because if you're not disciplined enough to do that, then the efficiency of that shot won't be the same.
definitely. I agree with that.
And then another big thing that both of y'all touched on it, just Micah with the practice and Sue with the consistency. The only way that you're going to achieve this is if you actually put in the time to get better at these things. I know we had mentioned quality over quantity and with time earlier, but you still put in time and a lot of time to become better at something. I know we all familiar with the 10,000 hour rule. It takes 10,000 hours to achieve complete mastery or something. If you can't shoot well and you only going to work on your shot 2-3 days out of the week outside of team practice, not get better. Like your
Yeah.
shot not gonna improve. You have to put in. You have to dedicate yourself, put in the time, the quality time to become better at whatever skill it may be.
I want to kind of speak on that too, about like guys being delusional when it comes to that. Because I know a lot of people who say, okay, I worked on my shot yesterday, and they expect that they're going to be a 40% 3-point shooter just because they worked on their shot for one day. And it's like, bro, that's not how it goes, bro. You got to consistently put in their work in order to get to that level and stay there. You can't work one time, get to that level, and then expect just to be at that level for the rest of your life. That's not how life goes, bro. Like, life is a hill. So if you get to that level and you stop working, you're in neutral. You're going right back down that hill, bro. You're going right back to where you started from. So I feel like that is something big to kind of speak on in terms of discipline
And
and helping athletes understand that.
that's another thing, how you got to be hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Like I'm working, I got to continue to work just so I can continue to improve. Like you said, you have to be able to identify, where you weak at and where you strong at.
Yeah.
Improve on your weak, sharpen your strengths.
One more thing that I would like to kind of bring up too is a lot of people have like goals in mind, and they will expect to just be able to jump right to that goal, and and not understanding that it actually takes steps. So being able to get to a goal, I feel that a lot of people should understand that if you're able to break it down into smaller steps every time, it'll help you reach that level that you're trying to get to. So that's just another little tip that I wanted to kind of throw out in terms of reaching goals and in terms of the discipline part of this. Yeah. Those steps by steps will definitely help you get to where you want to be instead of trying to just jump immediately right there. So
Personally, what do you think that accountability means?
Being
Yeah.
yourself, identifying, where you need to improve, what you
Mhm.
improve, breaking it down, taking those step by steps on how to improve, then staying true to what it is that you're either being taught or what it is you're trying to learn, because you can't just learn it or improve on it after 1 or 2, 3 days. Like you have to stick with it and just continuously improve and just get better.
And that also goes into what you were saying about mastering something and how it takes 10,000 hours to master something. You put in those hours for your strengths. So in being accountable, you want to make your weaknesses also strengths. So you will want to do the same for those weaknesses.
You can look at somebody like Steph, bro. Like Steph has been a great shooter his whole career, even going back to when he was in college at Davidson. I seen a video of Steph hitting 105 straight threes. Now, I don't think Steph could have hit 105 straight threes when he was at Davidson. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. But he continuously works at his shooting. Like, even though he's always been a good shooter, he's continuously working on his shot form, like everything. So he knows exactly what to do when he catches the ball and he shoots. So it's the same shot every time. He's just putting reps, like you mentioned earlier, just putting in the reps. And over time, it comes out to what we see now. Like Steph is not just born this great shooter. Like he definitely had to work to become an elite of a shooter as he is.
So all in all, efficiency comes to just practicing something until you can repeat it without failure,
Most definitely.
or get as close to that as possible.
Facts. It looks like the last things we got for this episode on efficiency. Remember, you guys, we got episodes coming for you every Friday, so be on the lookout for that. Next week, we got the third key to the confidence series. Keep that on hush for y'all. Let y'all tune in. We appreciate all the viewers, all the listeners, man. Appreciate all the support. Again, podcasts available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, man. Whatever you need, we got y'all. We got y'all covered. So we lost Mike. Got my boy Sue. It's DG. We'll talk to y'all next week.
I love you.